All right, guys, it's your girl Nosh, and we are back with part 2 of this Saturn retrograde in Pisces. I believe we left off at Cancer, or was it Gemini? I think it was Cancer. The last one, I think we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. All right, so let's finish it up because yesterday my allergies were ridiculous. When I tell you, every time I spoke, I wanted to cough. That's how bad they were. But good old Claritin kicked in, and now I'm feeling better. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So let's get back into it. Leo, and those of you who are just tuning in now or coming across this video now, please go back and watch part 1 where I talk about the whole explanation of Saturn retrograding in Pisces and what does it mean, this, and that. I will try to recap later on, but I really want to get through the signs of how this is affecting you. Like, because most of us always wonder, like, well, how is this going to affect me? What is this going to do for me? So Saturn is retrograding in Pisces right now. It's been retrograding in Pisces since June and is going to finish retrograding in November 15th coming up, okay? So we have plenty of time to go back and reconcile these things within ourselves. This is all about personal growth, okay? So this is all about life lessons, learning expression, okay, learning experience. But this also has a little bit to do with what happened in our past lives. A lot of karmic things have come up in this matter, okay? So please comment down below if you have seen some karmic cycles that you've broken during this time period, or things that you've seen that feel like they're karmic. And 9 times out of 10, they probably are, because we are in the moments of Saturn retrograding Pisces. I don't know how much more karmic it can get. So let's get into it again with Leo this time. Leo, this transit is really good for you to make financial decisions. I know it's really hard, Leo, when it comes to dealing with, like, the whole finance thing for you guys, but right now is the time period where you should be making better financial decisions than you have made in the past. Okay, so maybe it's time to not buy that bag, not get that expensive set of shears or knives or anything that you don't really need. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourselves, Leos. Don't. Because this is what's teaching you that going shopping is going to help you for maybe like the hour and a half that you're feeling down, but overall it's really going to put a damage in your pocket. So please, 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 right now, Leos, you should be saving as much as you can, especially saving for a rainy day. And also think about things that you can do that are sustainable. Like, look into sustainable habits. Sustainable meaning something that's productive, something that can grow for you. Again, these shopping sprees that you're going on every time you feel somebody did you wrong or somebody hurt you or anything that happens, and you know how you have this habit of going on a shopping spree or going on a vacation or doing something extravagant. This is not the time for it. And that's what you need to learn, that materialism is not going to help with your emotional state. It's only going to help for the time being. You need to find something substantial to help you deal with whatever it is that you're going through, okay? Because it seems like in a past life or in the past, these things have been the things that have brought you down, okay? So that's what you need to focus on, Leo. So I'm going to say it one more time. My Leos out there, I know it. I know that no matter what you're going through, you like looking good. You like to spend that money, and you like to make the world think that, you're fine. But it's okay during this time to admit that you're not fine, that whatever you're going through is really, hard on you, and learn how to work through it. Learn how to, spend some time by yourself and actually acknowledge the things that you've been going through. All right. Virgo. Virgos, you have been going back and forth about jumping into a new commitment. You thought something was a fairy tale, but reality is seeping in, isn't it? Okay. This is the one where I was talking about, where you think you married the guy of your dreams, but he turns out to be the guy of your nightmares. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but oh my God, oh my God. This one happens way too often. We always end up falling in love with someone's potential. We always end up falling for someone's representative. We always end up thinking that how we perceive them is how they really are. And I came across this really, really interesting this interesting thing that was on Instagram. Should I call it a meme or a post? It was a post. And it said that the you that everybody sees is completely different. Like the you that your mother sees, the you that your father sees, your siblings sees, your friends see, your coworkers, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your children is completely different from the you that you really are. Only you know who you really are, right? And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're in the middle of learning it. And I think right now is a really good time to understand who you are. So this way you can perceive others a little better. Because sometimes I feel like when we are living in a delusion of who we are, we tend to see other people in a delusion. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about a delusion where you think that, like, what's a good delusion I can give you? Oh, the good delusion I can give you is the one that I live in. I'm in love with Kim Taehyung from BTS. BTS is a popular K-pop band. There's a member, Kim Taehyung. I am head over heels in love with him. But I know it's a delusion. The only reason I like Kim Taehyung, I'm going to give you guys a secret, is because he doesn't know I exist. So this way I know I genuinely like him. Me, as a Sagittarius, I'm a seer. I'm empathic. I'm telepathic. I see things. I feel things, that others feel and see and think. So when someone likes me or shows interest in me, I feel it like it's me. But in reality, I really don't like that person. So that's why discernment for me is very important. That's why I like Kim Taehyung, because he does not even know I exist. So me liking him, me admiring him, me saying that I'm in love with him is totally genuine, because he does not feel that way about me. For Sagittarius, we'll get to you. I'm actually going to do a completely different video about this. And Sagittarius, I got you. We're coming to you. This is something Virgos need to understand too. That delusion, that illusion, that fantasy that you fell for, you're realizing that it's not real. Okay? Maybe you really liked someone because they like you. And now you're realizing, wait, I don't really like this person. Or maybe you married someone and you're realizing, wait a minute, I did not know that this person was like this. I didn't know that this person left the bathroom so dirty. Or like when this person takes a shower or a bath, it's like they're going swimming. Like there's water everywhere. You ever date someone or live with someone who completely just soaks the entire bathroom floor as they're taking a shower? Like, I don't understand how that happens. There's a tub, there's a curtain, water should stay inside of it. I don't know how it gets outside on the floor, and there's water everywhere. Yeah, you could tell you guys can tell what I don't like. Me, I'm the type of person, when I take a shower, I make sure the bathroom water, that shower water, that tub water stays inside the tub. It stays inside the curtain. But there's some people that I live with that when they take a shower and they take a bath, it's like all over the floor. Like I literally, whenever I use the bathroom after them, I'm like, yo, what were you doing? Going swimming in here? That's one of my pet peeves. So that's what I'm giving you. So you, if that's your pet peeve, this is what you realize. Like, wow, this person's disgusting. I thought this person was really clean, but now you're realizing this person is really disgusting because disgusting. Disgusting. Because Virgos, I know how you are. You have a certain routine. You are a certain way that you like things, and you do you in a certain way. But now you're realizing that the perception you had about this person is really not true. So maybe right now is that time period where you want to think twice before you really jump into this commitment with this person. For those of you who are married, it's over for you. I can't tell you anything. You're done. Those of you who have kids, you're done, Virgos. You now just gotta learn to deal with it, okay? Learn to live with it. But this is a good example for other Virgos. Do not make any commitment till you really understand what you're getting into and what this person or this situation is really about. This is what this transit is talking about. For those Virgos who are already married, already have children, and now you're seeing the reality of things, you really need to decide what you need to do going forward. that's going to be helpful to your peace of mind. Okay? I hate to say this. I really, really hate to be negative, but there are going to be some Virgos that are going to be getting divorced. Some Virgos that are going to be breaking up with people, because you're really going to be seeing who these people are. Okay? Your children, I'm sorry, you can't give them away. Virgo, you just got to deal with them. You got to find a medium between you and your children and how they really are to deal with it. Because Virgos, if your parents, unfortunately, we cannot get a refund on children. Okay? We don't, you know how we can go to Amazon and we can bring back whatever that didn't fit, whatever we didn't like, we can bring it back and write a review on it. Well, you can't do this with children. There was a time period where you couldn't do this with tattoos, but now you can get rid of tattoos. So now my new thing in life is to say children and death are permanent. You can't get rid of it. Before it used to be children and tattoos are permanent. Tattoos aren't even permanent anymore in the technology that we have nowadays. So Virgos, please, please, please find a way to deal with that, because you decided to have those children. They're your children now. They're not going to go away, okay, till they turn 18. So you got some years there, but this is a good way for character development. This is a good way to learn patience. This is a good way to understand that these are your children, and this is how I'm going to deal with them. You have to work with that. This is something that's going to be yours. But for those Virgos that are about to get into a commitment, that are about to marry someone, or that are thinking about having children with certain people, I would say right now is the best time to stop, drop, and roll. No, you really need to just kind of like, just figure out, is this what you really want? It's like that song, G-Eazy, Me, Myself, and I, right? There's a portion in that song where, in the music video, where he's in the bathroom and he's talking to himself in the mirror, and he goes, but this is what you wanted. Isn't this what you wanted? And G-Eazy's like, oh shit. He's like really going over in his head, like, is this what I really wanted? Really good music video. If you guys want to check it out, Virgos, I think you can resonate with it. It's called Me, Myself, and I. Like I said, BB Rexa is featured on that song. It's just me, myself, and I, solo ride until I die, cause I got me for life. It's something like that. Just check it out. But yeah, Virgos, this is what you're going to be dealing with during this transit. You got till November 15th to figure out what it is that you want to do. Okay. But other than that, I'm telling you, once you make the decision, you'll feel a relief, okay? So there is a relief, but it comes after making the decision that you need to make. Libras, your energy will be at a low due to the fact that you are going to be exhausted. And it's really funny because I do have a Libra friend who lives in the city. For us, the city is like Queens, Manhattan. But a lot of people don't understand, like, New York itself is not the city. We consider Manhattan and Queens a city. So if you're from Brooklyn, the Bronx, Harlem, all of that, that's not considered the city to us. That's like the boroughs. When we talk about the city, we talk about like Lower Manhattan. We talk about Queens. So my friend is from the city, and between him being a lawyer and actually pursuing his music career, he is actually very, very busy right now. I was actually on the phone with him like a couple days ago, and he was telling me like, oh, my birthday's coming up. Happy birthday to you, by the way. Shout outs. Happy birthday to the Libras. He was telling me like, oh my God, like I got so much going on. I got shows coming up, but I also have to do work and this and that. So Libras, please make time for yourself. Please make time to do the things that you enjoy, because you are going to be feeling very low because there's a lot going on with you. You really need to prioritize your well-being over pleasing other people constantly. Libra, 7th house, relationships, connections. Yeah, it's finally happening, Libra, where the universe is really looking at you and saying, stop trying to please others and do what you need to do. So if something is not fitting well with you, or something is not resonating with you, someone or something is not, sitting right with you, you really need to leave it behind. And this is the transit that's going to help you do that. Again, Libra, please prioritize your well-being, because this will run you dry. Like Bryson Tiller's song, You're Running Me Dry. Oh, these songs are coming in like it's nothing. Ooh. So next up we have is Scorpio. Scorpio, they really want to say to you that if you feel romance is dead, it's actually not. It's very much alive and thriving. You're looking to connect with people during this time period in deep ways. This is also time for you to cultivate intimacy, which is your favorite activity. And you also want to skip the small talk. So this is really telling me that, Scorpio, you really want to connect with somebody deep. And, you know, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, like, because this is not what this transit is about for you guys. This transit is about you understanding that. Maybe you're a Scorpio that's been ripping and running around thinking that you don't need love, that you're very anti-romantic. But this transit is helping you realize that, hey, you actually are romantic. You actually want intimacy with someone. You actually miss somebody. But now, depending on how things went in the past, that's what's going to speak right now. So in a sense, this kind of makes me feel like it's karmic. Where, Scorpios, if you've been denying someone of romance, you've been denying someone of intimacy, and now that you're feeling it, this person may not want it anymore. So if you had somebody on the back burner and now you're trying to go back to them, it's not going to work. They probably are not going to be interested, because I feel like the time is past for that. So this is basically for you to realize that going forward, if you overlook these things and think that they're always going to be there, it's not. It's not going to be there. Romance is always there, guys. You just have to build it. Okay? Build it and they will come. That's all I'm hearing in my head right now. So that's why you guys have to make sure that you don't overlook it when it's there. Because right now you're really hungry for it, aren't you, Scorpio? You really want that connection. You really want that deep meaning of, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Anyways, that's the song for you guys. So Scorpios, please, please, please go in and reflect and think about the connections that you've had, and think about what happened within these connections. Where did it go wrong? Reflect on that. And please don't tell me you did nothing wrong, because that is just not the case. It's not. We all fuck up. It takes two people to fuck up, not one person. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to believe that it was only one person when it's always two parties or three parties sometimes. Okay? So for you, Scorpios, romance isn't dead. You just ignored it when it was there, and now you're hungry for it. And maybe this is karma for you. Maybe this is karma, where you did something to someone in the past, now it's happening to you. Maybe you walked away from someone and they really wanted that intimacy with you. They really wanted that romance with you, but you ignored it. But now you want it and they don't. Or you want it with someone else and they don't want to give it to you. And now you're realizing that. And it's no need to get upset about it. It's time to look at it as a learning lesson. So next time when you're up against, or not up against, when you're provided with this in your life again, you don't treat it badly. Okay? So that's that for you guys. Sagittarius is, you guys are healing generational trauma. Okay? So from June up until November 15th, it is all about healing that generational karma. And trauma. So there's a lot of themes that probably came up for you, like themes from your childhood, themes from like your teenage years, themes from your older relationships. And this universe is really just wanting you to heal it. Okay? Just heal it. No need to get upset. No need to like throw a tantrum, Sagittarius. No need to woe yourself. Just heal. You know, I don't really have to tell you guys much, because I know how Sagittariuses are. I'm a Sagittarius myself. We stop for a second, we tend to the wound, and we start running again. So Sagittariuses, just tend to the wound, heal it as much as you can. Take your antibiotics for it. Take them for the days that you need to. Don't skip any days, and you will come out of this better than you did when you were a child, or better than your family members, because you are actually going to take the time to heal things. So if there were past friendships that didn't work out, past relationships that didn't work out, past family members that didn't get along with you, right now is a time period where you're going to understand why it didn't happen, and you're going to be able to heal from it. Okay? But Saturn's backward spin is giving you the opportunity to pinpoint the issues and allow you to start working on mending yourself. Isn't that awesome? Like Saturn's backward spin showed you, oh, this is where the trauma is. But it's also giving you the opportunity to tend to it. Like I said, it's going to give you the opportunity to stop, tend to the wound, and then you can continue running. It's fine. because I know how Sagittariuses are. You guys, you know, I'm going to explain something to you. I think there's a Sagittarius that needs to hear this. Listen, Sagittariuses don't stay down for too long. Maybe a couple days, max 3 days, 4 days, and then they're back at it again. Because you know what? Sagittarius are able to see things, again, because they're seers. Remember what I was saying? Sagittarius is a seer. What is a seer? A seer is someone who can see into things or people or emotions or thoughts that other people can't. For some reason, because Sagittarius has that godly conscious, right? Because it's the 9th house, the house of spirituality, the house of religion, the house of God. They're able to see different perspectives, different angles of a situation, different angles of anything you put in front of them. So they don't only just go by what they see, they're able to see what everybody else sees. Like Sagittarius is the best zodiac sign that can put themselves in someone else's shoes and actually feel and see what that person sees and feels. Amazing, isn't it? Sagittarius is also the luckiest because it is ruled by Jupiter. So also favored by God in the universe. They have this ability to overcome things very quickly because they are able to reflect quicker. And when they reflect, they're able to see things that will take other people years to see. So that's why healing a trauma for Sagittarius is easier than the average zodiac sign, because Sagittarius will go deep into that trauma, see exactly what it is, and then work on that. Where other zodiacs don't even want to go deep into it. They don't even want to spend time alone to figure it out, because, or other zodiacs that like to place blame on others. You know, they'll play victim. Like, oh, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. They did that to me. Sagittarius won't do that. Sagittarius will be like, you know what? I'll be the fucking villain. Yeah, I said that. Yes, I'm the one who broke us up. I'm the one who broke us up because I saw this wasn't going anywhere. Where other zodiac signs will stay in a toxic relationship, will stay in a toxic friendship, a toxic connection, and hope that it will get better. Sagittarius does not do that. Sagittarius is like, okay, look, I'm not happy. You're not making me happy. I'm not making you happy. So you know what? It's best that we just leave it the fuck alone. I know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt me. But this is the best thing to do, because if we continue going together, we're just going to, continue hurting each other. Other than Sagittarius, I don't know any other zodiac sign that does this. I do this myself, where I feel if I've had enough of something and it's not going my way, I won't say it's going my way. I'm going to say if it's not making me happy and it's not bringing me any peace anymore, I let it go. I don't care how many years I spent behind it, building it. I don't care how long of a connection I had with someone. I had a friendship for 17 years with someone. And when I found out who this person really was, I dropped her. And I never spoke to her again. After 17 years of being friends with someone, I stopped fucking talking to her and I never spoke to her again. So where another person would be like, oh, but we were friends for 17 years. I don't just want to end this friendship. I don't want to just lose this friendship. No, fuck that. Sagittariuses don't care. You fuck me over. You make me feel weird. You do something to me that I don't like. You disrespect me. You breach my boundaries. You overstep me, or you look down on me. You are condescending. You take a jab at me. Because these are all things friends don't do. Friends don't take jabs. Friends don't play victim. Friends don't blame things on you. Friends don't blame you for shit. And Sagittarius needs friends that are accountable. That's just saying it out loud. So Sagittarius, if you were in a situation where you kept being the blame for everything, 9 times out of 10, you won't stick around. You'll be like, you know what? All right, bet I'm the blame. Then let me remove myself. Let me minus myself out of the equation and you go on your way. So for this reason, this is why Sagittarius is very good at healing traumas or healing pain, and getting back at it, like, getting back to life after that, because they don't dwell on it too much. They're not very, they don't wallow. Sagittariuses don't wallow. We see things for what they are. We don't make excuses for it, and then we move the fuck on. Because we are optimistic. This is where the optimism comes in. We believe that we deserve better. And we believe that we will find better. Because if it's not you, it'll be someone else. This is why it's very hard for Sagittarius to fall in love. Because once we see that if you're not love material, we won't fall in love with you. Even if we'll be developing feelings for you, we'll pull those feelings back. So that's another thing Sagittarius can do that is harder for other signs to do. Pull feelings back. Whatever we invested, we will call it back and we will move on. And yeah, it'll hurt for like a couple of days or maybe a week the most. But then we just get back into the routine of things. And that optimism in us, that ambition in us drives us to move on to something better. Okay, so that's why this time around, acknowledging and owning matters is the first step to making your life better and more whole. I'm going to say it again. So acknowledging and owning matters is the first step to make your life better and more whole. So acknowledging that something is not working, something is not bringing you peace, something is not helping you grow, something is not helping you evolve. That's what matters right now, Sagittarius. You need to pinpoint what's not helping you grow, what's not helping you bring peace into your life and happiness into your life. Get rid of it. Once you get rid of it, you'll be fine. And again, I believe Sagittarius can do this because they are very detached. Okay? In reality, Aquarius is not the one that's detached. It's Sagittarius. Sagittarius just is very cordial. Aquarius just closes up. Sagittarius doesn't close up. It just says, you know what? Yeah, I don't need this anymore, and moves away. Aquarius doesn't do that. They just kind of like, they just like evaporate. In a sense. The real ghost of the zodiac is Aquarius. Sagittarius will sit there and tell you, you did A, B, C, and D. This is why I don't want to see you anymore. And that's what the transit is telling you to do, Sagittarius, is understand what worked and what didn't work, and what doesn't work, leave it alone. Okay, especially if it's adding on to your trauma. For instance, if you are in a relationship, Sagittarius, and you keep trying your best, but this person keeps blaming things on you, this person keeps playing the victim, and you're like, but why are you doing this? You know, like, it's not that serious, but this person keeps bringing it up, this person keeps doing the same thing over and over again. That's when, Sagittarius, you got to be like, you know what, all right, fuck you, I'm done. Maybe you're better off by yourself, because since I'm causing all these situations and all these problems for you, I'll remove myself. And then, you know, maybe that's the best thing to do, because nobody wants to be with someone who is constantly being blamed for something or being attacked for something. I don't know about you guys, but that's really fucking toxic. Okay. And another important thing for Sagittarius is this, during this transit, if people don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, those people are not the ones for you. If you find yourself having misunderstandings with people, when it comes to friendship, family, business, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to marriages, when it comes to connections, relationships, move yourself away from those people. Those are not your people. Where there are misunderstandings, that means someone is not understanding you. You can communicate all you want, but understanding, comprehension is key. So if you are explaining yourself to someone and they're not understanding you and they're not seeing it from your point of view, right? No matter how much you try to make them understand or try to have them see it from your point of view. And if they can't come to an agreement with you, and if they're still disagreeing with you, there's some type of misunderstanding. It's because, you know what, they're not understanding you. And for Sagittarius, it's very, very important for you guys to be around people who are like-minded and people who understand you. Because if not, you're going to feel like you're boxed in. And that's something Sagittarius does not like to feel. No Sagittarius likes to feel boxed in, because that's what it feels not to have freedom. You know, freedom is very important to Sagittarius, even free thinking. So if someone constantly is condescending to your thinking, or takes jabs at the way you think and feel, Sagittarius is not going to put up with it. They're going to move on. Okay? So anybody watching for Sagittarius, if you are the type of person who keeps picking on what Sagittarius is doing, or what Sagittarius is saying, or how Sagittarius is feeling, Sagittarius is not going to deal with it. They're going to move the fuck on, because you will see it as, oh, but Sagittarius can't take criticism. Sagittarius actually can take criticism very well. They can. Constructive criticism. But I'm talking about the type of criticism, like, say, what can I give you an example of? I'll use an example of what I went through in my past friendships. I had a friend that every time I decided to change my mind about something, like, say I was eating chicken soup all week long, and now I decided to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. this friend would say to me, oh, but you were eating chicken noodle soup all week. What's making you want to eat peanut butter and jelly now? And I was like, what the fuck does it matter to you if I want to eat chicken soup or peanut butter and jelly? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do you care what I'm putting in my body? Like, if as long as it's not poison and it's healthy, what is it the matter with you? Or in the case where, like, say you used to think a certain way and now you're changing your thinking, and this person keeps bringing it up. Oh, but you used to think that way. Oh, but you were saying this. Or even something simple as like you only dated white guys and now you want to date Spanish guys. And this person comes to you and says, oh, but you only date white guys. Why all of a sudden are you dating Spanish guys? You know how annoying that is? Seriously, on a off the record, that's really annoying. That why are you so involved in a person's life? Especially with Sagittarius, doing this will not work. This is where Sagittarius' trauma comes in. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. They're allowed to change their mind. Okay? All mutable signs are allowed to change their mind. Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces are mutable signs. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, or Sagittarius, just be ready to understand that these people will change. These people will change their mind. And if you're a fixed sign, right? You're a fixed sign. You will not understand this because you know why? You are stuck to a certain routine. You like to do things a certain way, and you've been doing those certain things for 30, 40 years. Sagittarius is not like that. Gemini is not like that. Virgo is not like that. Pisces is not like that. They like change. Mutable signs are not the same as you met them 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They changed their minds. And it's okay to change your mind. If you are around people who don't like it when you change your mind, and they take jabs at you when you change your mind, or you change the way you feel, or you change how you dress, or you change the way you look, then those are people you don't need in your life. Mutable signs, are you listening? Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo. You need people in your life that are open with the changes you're going through. Like, for example, Leo is a fixed sign. Okay? Leo and Aquarius are a fixed sign. Sagittarius and Pisces are a mutable sign. Sagittarius and Gemini are a mutable sign. Sagittarius and Gemini have a hard time getting along with Leo and Aquarius. You want to know why? Because Sag and Gemini like to change. They can like rock music for a month, right? For a month straight, they'll listen to rock music and then get bored. Now they want to listen to something else. Now they want to listen to R&B. Aquarius and Leo have been listening to rock music for 15 fucking years, 20 years, and that's what they're going to keep listening to. Sagittarius and Gemini are not built that way. They're different. Leo and Aquarius will be in the same relationship for 20, 30 years, even if it's toxic, whatever the case is. Sag and Gemini are not built that way. One time, just one time, Sagittarius and Gemini will see that this person is being toxic, they'll let them go. So that's the difference. So if you are an individual that likes to stick to a certain routine, it is best for you to stay away from Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. Because these people love change. They like to change. They love change. They welcome change in like it's nothing. So a month ago, they were thinking this. 2 months later, they'll be thinking something else. And if you can't handle that, and you're the type of person who has to throw that in their face, or confirmation, the truck is backing up, somebody needs to hear this. If you're the type of person who likes to throw that in people's faces, like I had a really good friend named Derek from Canada, and he explained this to me very well. He was an Aries. He had an issue with drinking, and when he stopped, he noticed that when he stopped, a lot of his friends used to make fun of him and be like, oh, but you used to drink, remember, Derek? Oh, but, you know, I remember when you were drinking. And Derek always used to say to me, why do they bring this up? Why do they bring this up to me? Like, I don't do that anymore, and I hate it when people bring up my past. Like, this is something I don't do anymore, so why do they bring it up? And the reason why me and Derek got along very, very well, because he was an Aries, number one. I'm a Sagittarius, is because I didn't see that. Whenever he did well, I didn't bring up the time periods where he did bad. I always encouraged him to do well. And I didn't bring up the time periods where he did bad because I felt that he didn't need to hear that. That's what a good friend is. And that's why we were best friends. Because I knew he had an alcohol issue, but I knew he was also working on it. And then I was there for him when he stopped that. But I never brought it up to him. So when he used to say to me, well, I'm bored and I think I'm going to go for a walk, I wouldn't remind him, oh, remember when you used to be bored, you used to drink? That's a no-no. You don't do that to people. So if someone is trying to be better, you don't bring up the past to them. When someone is deciding that they're going to change how they feel or change the way they're moving in life, who are you to bring up the past? So if you're like this, you will not do very well with Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius. All right? Sorry, I spent too much time on Sagittarius. Oh, of course, because I'm a Sag. Let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Boundaries. Capricorn, you really need to set boundaries in order for your personal growth. This is very essential. You have a lot of people that are breaching your boundaries. They're taking too much advantage of you, and you need to put these motherfuckers in place. Okay, Capricorn? I mean, you are great with sticking, to the lines that you draw in the sand, but recently you haven't been successful in implementing this in your own life, okay? You need to draw boundaries. You need to discipline yourself, and that's what this is about for you, Capricorn. You really need to start understanding that you don't have to feel bad for imposing this in your relationships, okay? So if you're with someone, Capricorn, and they are breaching your boundaries, they're overstepping your boundaries, it is okay for you to put them in place. Okay? If, like, it goes back to that whole conversation that I had about Sagittarius, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces, right? Where if someone is trying to put you in a box, Capricorn, get rid of them. If someone is trying to bring you down, Capricorn, get rid of them. If someone is costing you your money and your peace of mind, get rid of them. If someone is draining your finances and draining your energy, get rid of them. This is what this transit is about for you. Capricorn, you really need to be focused on yourself and how to move forward positively. So if there's anyone around you that's being negative, that's taking jabs at you, that's being condescending, that's kind of like, in a sense, just trying to one up you in a, those people that, they think that to them, they kind of act like they're joking, but they're really not. Like what example can I give you, Capricorn, so you can relate to this? Say all you dated was white guys, right? And now all of a sudden, or not even, let's not even do race. Say you only dated nerds, right? And now you're trying to go for a bad boy. And your friend says to you, oh, but you will only date nerds. Capricorn, get rid of that person. Get rid of that person. Because you know what a good friend would say to you? You know what, Cappy? I'm glad. I'm glad that you only dated nerds, but now you're opening up your mind to dating something different. Because you know what that's telling you, Capricorn? That you healed. People don't realize. When you have a certain pattern in your life and you change that pattern, that means you've healed. So if you continue to do the same shit over and over again, that means you're not healed. So say you're the type of person that whenever you have a friend, once you get comfortable with that friend, you start playing the victim. And you always do this. Please don't do this with Capricorn, because Capricorn will call you out, okay? So now you're playing victim with Capricorn, because you've always played victim with everybody else, and it always worked to your advantage. With Capricorn, it's not going to work, okay? Capricorn's going to call it out, and Capricorn is going to be like, look, stop playing victim, because you're the one who started this, and now you're turning it around on me, and you're projecting onto me now. That's what this is talking about, Capricorn. People are going to be projecting onto you, and in a sense, that's overstepping your boundary. Like, people are going to say that you're being defensive because you're trying to stick up for who you are. That's overstepping your boundary. If people are picking at how you're thinking and how you're moving and how you're doing things, especially negatively, or like in a sense, like, say you say to them, oh, I'm on a diet. So this week, like, say you go out with a couple of friends and you tell your friends, oh no, I can't have ice cream today because I'm on a diet, right? But then a week later, you're in the mood for ice cream and you're like, you know what, I'm going to have ice cream. And that same friend group says to you, oh, but you're on a diet. You know, last time we spoke to you, you said you were on a diet. Why are you eating ice cream now? What the fuck does it matter to you? Damn. Why are you all up in my digestive system? Like, seriously. Why the fuck is you all up in my digestive system? Like, move the fuck back. Like, me, I can't stand people like that. That's why I'm getting really, like, loud and aggressive about this. I can't stand people like that. Like, bitch, let me live. You fucking live. Do I ever call you out for the shit that you do? No, I don't. I just say, okay, that's what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting yourself, right? You're not cutting yourself. You're not doing drugs or poisoning yourself. Fucking do what you need to do. Fucking go. Do what you need to do. So what gives you the right to fucking say that to me? Right? Capricorn, that's what's going on for you right now. You got some people in your life that are throwing jabs at you, that are in a sense like, Thana. What does Thana mean? I don't know how to explain what a Thana is in English. Thana in my language is when someone, is, I think, being condescending. Like how can I explain what a Thana is? The people who speak Urdu and Punjabi, if you guys are listening to me, if you can explain what a Thana is in English, I would be really helpful to that. I'm going to try to look it up right now. Thana. What's a Thana? Thana. Thana. In Hindi. Because it's Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu. No, not a Thana. A Thana. Thana is a police station. Thana. Tana marna. To taunt. There we go. When you have people taunting you about shit that is not even none of their fucking business, that's what this is talking about, Capricorn. Don't let people taunt you. Okay? So for us, when we say, like, if you're, like, in my language, it's like, in a sense where, say you usually wear purple lipstick. Today you wore red lipstick and somebody says to you, oh, you always wear purple. Why are you wearing red today? Red doesn't look good on you. You should go back to wearing purple. That's like a Thana, like a taunt. That whole thing about a diet, like, oh, you said you were on a diet and you weren't going to eat ice cream. You know, like you said last time, you weren't going to have ice cream. So we were just wondering, like, why are you eating ice cream today? That's a taunt. Like, what do you care? Like in Derek's situation, when people would be like, oh, but you used to drink alcohol and now you're not drinking anymore. Oh, wow, that's good for you. But like, how long is this going to last? How long is this going to go for? That's a taunt. Don't let people do that to you, Capricorn. I fucking can't stand people like that. I get rid of people like that in my life. I really do. I quietly just distance myself and just, you know, people are people. What are you going to fucking do? But this is for you, Capricorn. You're going to come across a lot of connections that you've had in your life. And during this time period, those connections are going to be like glorified to you. You're going to really see it this time. And Capricorn, universe is telling you to move the fuck on. Leave these people alone. You don't need to be around these people. Because that's negative, guys. Any friend who taunts you, that's negative. Friends are not supposed to taunt you. Friends are not supposed to try to get one up over you. Friends are not supposed to be rivals with you. Friends are not supposed to compete with you. Friends are not supposed to bring you down. Okay? I don't know. Maybe we need to, you know, take a class on friendship again. Like, I don't know why friends act the way they do, and then they turn around and say, oh, but you said this to me and you hurt me. But yet, let's not talk about all the shit that they done to you, right? Everybody always remembers when they get hurt, but they don't remember when they put hurt onto other people. So Capricorn, that's for you, okay? Aquarius, what is the cause of your stress? Give yourself a break from that. Please, please, please work on your self-esteem instead. The more you believe in yourself, the more empowered you'll be. And whatever is upsetting you, you have to be brave about it. Aquarius, I don't know what the fuck you're going through, but this is the time to be brave, okay? Aquarius, this is a time to reflect on what is causing you the stress. For Aquarius, this is all about stress. This transit is reminding Aquarius that stress is temporary. Just figure out what the stress is. Hold yourself accountable to it. Deal with it. Reflect on it. Don't put it aside. Don't put it in the cabinet and lock the cabinet up. Bring it out of the cabinet. Sit it down. Have dinner with it. Baby it. Cuddle it. Figure out what the fuck the problem is and deal with it. Okay? Because what's going to happen is this, you ignoring the stress and not realizing that the stress is coming from you, or you're the one creating the stress, is going to really hurt the connections you have in your life. It's going to hurt the connections you have with your children, your parents, your siblings, your friends, your marriage, your spouse, your coworkers. It's you. I'm sorry, Aquarius, but it's you. It's that you need to listen to that Taylor Swift song. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. You know what I mean? That's the song that's coming to mind for you, Aquarius. Because I feel like, Aquarius, you've been moving through life not acknowledging the stress that you're going through. And it's okay to go through stress, because we all go through stress. We all have things that we go through. But a responsible person takes accountability of the stress that they're going through instead of putting it onto someone else or blaming someone else for it. Not that I'm saying you're doing this, Aquarius. And look, I even have to say this. Not that I'm saying that you're doing this, Aquarius. Because I feel like, Aquarius, you get very sensitive when someone points a finger at you. But yet you point a finger at everybody else. That's what this transit is talking about. And listen, please don't get upset with me. Don't send any projection towards me. Please don't send any hate towards me. I'm just reading it like it is, what it says in the stars. So, Aquarius, you are the problem. Yes, the problem is you. You need to figure it out. Because this is what it comes down to. If everybody you meet, you have a problem with, then I think it's time to reflect inside yourself to understand that maybe you're the problem. If you meet 50 people and all those 50 people are the problem, I beg to differ. I have to disagree. Maybe it's you that's the problem. Maybe it's you you're the problem because of the people you're choosing to be around. Okay? What if every time you go to work and you have a problem with, no matter where you go to work, you always have a problem? There's people like this in the world, guys. No matter where you get a job, you always have a problem, or you see a problem. Then the problem is you. Every single relationship you've had, a problem happens. Maybe the problem is you. And not saying that you're the cause of the problem, maybe it's the people that you're choosing. So this is the time period to realize, to reflect and realize, what is it that you're doing? Because you have to evolve. And I know it's hard to hear that, Aquarius, because you are a fixed sign, right? Let's just make sure. Is Aquarius a fixed sign? What do you think the answer is? Survey says yes. Do you know what happens with fixed signs? Fixed signs are stubborn. Fixed signs will not change their mind or change how they feel about certain things. Fixed signs always go back to who they really are. And this is why this transit is to remind you, Aquarius, you need to change yourself. Either change your perception, change the way you think, change the way you feel, because it's no longer working. You can't keep changing the light bulb every time. Say you have, how do I explain this one? I think this is a good one. Hold on. Every time you change a light bulb, a week later, it blows out, right? Or, this is a better one. Every time you turn around, you have to put air in your tire. Every 2 to 3 weeks, you got to stop at the gas station and you got to put air in your tire. Can you stop putting air in your tire and bring the tire into a tire shop and see if it has a hole in it? Can you please do that? You might just need a new tire. Putting air in the tire every time the tire goes low is not going to help the problem. You need a new tire. And for those of you who don't understand when things like that, when it comes to a car, this is actually a big issue. When you have a hole in the tire, right, like a nail in the tire, a spike in the tire, something in the tire, it's going to cause your air to leak, right? And for temporary purposes, temporary fixes, right, you could put air in it and you could drive for a couple of days. But you really need to change that hole. You need to change that tire. You need to either plug the hole or get a new tire. Or a better example, you have a cut. And all you do is put Band-Aid on it. And every time you take the Band-Aid off, the cut opens again. When a Band-Aid is on it, the cut stays closed. But as soon as you take the Band-Aid off, you move a little bit, the cut opens again. You need stitches, bitch. You need to go and you need to get that shit checked out. Temporary fixes are not going to help at this time. You really need to dig down deep, Aquarius, and figure out what it is that you're doing that is causing the situations in your life. What is causing the stress, Aquarius? You need to stop looking at outside, right? And you need to look inside and see where the stress is coming from. That's what this Saturn transit is about for you. So you have till November 15th to figure out what is this and then move on from it. And hopefully, your fixed attitude will change. We can only pray for that. Your fixed attitude when doing things, or your fixed emotions when doing things, will be able to change, because that's what's going to help you grow. Last but not least, and I'm tired. I'm so tired. Speaking of, Pisces, are you tired? Pisces, lately you've been putting pressure on yourself to act maturely. Really, Pisces? Pisces, you're a kid at heart. You're always going to be a kid. Okay? Just remember that. While you have been taking on lots of responsibility and acting beyond your years, you want to ignite your inner child and have fun. Pisces, this is telling me that you got somebody in your life that's telling you to grow the fuck up. You know what, Pisces? Tell them to fuck off. Please tell that individual to fuck off. Pisces, you will always be a child at heart. You and Sagittarius don't need to grow up. I'm sorry. But Pisces and Sag does not need to grow up. Everybody else can do what the fuck they want. But Sagittarius and Pisces, it is very imperative for you guys to be children. Even when you're 90 years old, for you guys to be children. Being mature is understanding that it's okay to be a child. So when your favorite song comes on in the middle of aisle 9 while you're shopping for pasta, dance. You want to dress up for Halloween? So do so. Okay? You want to go trick-or-treating? Go ahead. I actually had a conversation with someone and I said to them, you know, I think a first date idea to go trick-or-treating together is so cute. And you know what this person said to me? Oh, but that's so childish. I looked at this person and I said, bro, get the fuck out of my face. Like, seriously, you think that's childish? To do the things you wanted to do as a child, as an adult, is childish. Yeah, okay. Listen, I'm an adult that still colors. I still do board games. I still do puzzles. I still watch cartoons. I watch anime. I'm a Sagittarius. Hello. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I love that song by Taylor Swift. Aquarius, listen to that song. Pisces, please be that child that you always wanted to be. Be that child that had to grow up fast. If not, it's going to hurt you. You're not meant to be what the world wants you to be, Pisces and Sagittarius. Be who you want to be. Be who your heart desires for you to be. And if it's being a child, then do that. This is all about your inner child. Your inner child that was forced to grow up quickly. You need to go back to that inner child and let that inner child know that it's okay to dance like no one's watching. It's okay to put a cape on and run around the house when no one's home. Or fuck it, when someone is home. It's okay to put on a mask and scare your husband around the corner, right? When your husband's coming around the corner or your wife's coming around the corner and scare the shit out of them. And if they don't appreciate it, divorce them. Because Sagittarius and Pisces, you cannot live a mundane life. You can't live a life like grown-ups. You can't go to bed at 9 o'clock and wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and go jogging and then have some vitamins and then go to fucking work. Yes, it's supposed to be that way for grown-ups, but Pisces, you're a child at heart. You do better when you daydream. Please do not kill that inside of you, because it will stop you from evolving. The more you daydream, the more you use your imagination, the more you will evolve. The more you sleep, you will see things in your dreams, because you actually live in the dream state. Your Pisces reality is in the dream realm. The reality that when you wake up from your dream realm, right? That's your dream state. Your reality is in the dream world. It's not here. It's not in the world. It's in the spiritual world. That's what's real for you. Here in this world is just a role that you have to play. It's kind of like a job. Like, you know, when you go to a job for 8 hours and you have to play that role, you have to play that position, you have to report to position, you have to report to duty. That's what you do when you're awake. But the 8 hours that you're sleeping, that's what's really your life. That's what's really going on. So those nightmares that you're having where you're slaying demons and you're speaking to spirits, that's actually real for you, Pisces. And don't let anybody else tell you any different. When you wake up from your dreams and you operate in the world that everybody thinks is real, that's a dream for you. So some Pisces will get it and some won't. I'm a Sagittarius, so I think most Pisces and Geminis will understand what I'm saying when I say this. All you other zodiac signs, if you don't get it, and I sound crazy, that's absolutely fine. But just as long as Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces understand this, we're good. Because for some reason, mutable signs speak the same language. Like for me, my reality is when I see things, right? When I see into things, that's the reality. Everything else is an illusion. Think about that. So Pisces, your reality is in the dream world, in the dream realm. Other people's reality is actually your illusion, your dream world. Okay? So just remember that and stop being so hard on yourself. So now after you're done listening to me, Pisces, go throw your favorite music on and dance like nobody's watching. Go eat your favorite food. Go out with your favorite people. Take a nap. Okay? Take a nap. Go play with your favorite action figure. Go watch your favorite anime. Go play your favorite video game. And don't let people tell you shit. Like, don't let people give you tanas. Remember we talked about tanas, like taunting you? Cancel those people out. Like I told Capricorn to cancel those people out. Cancel that out. You don't need that shit in your life. You really don't need someone putting you down, Pisces. Okay? Find yourself a Virgo. Find yourself a Gemini. Find yourself a Sagittarius. Go out with them. Go have fun. Go to an anime con, okay? Or go to a cosplay party. Go to a Halloween party. Go where you know that when you imagine things, it's okay. All right? Stay away from people who can't imagine or don't use their imagination, because that will be your downfall. The worst thing, do you know what's the most poisonous thing for a Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and a Virgo is? People who have no imagination. People who dream in black and white. Stay away from those people. Okay? So on that note, I am done with this. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys appreciated it. I hope you guys appreciate it. Well, you know what? That's what I'm saying. I hope you guys appreciated it. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment at the bottom. And let me know, did this resonate for you? Are you going through this, some of the things that I'm talking about? And let's stay tuned for the next transit. And I'll probably do another update next month with what's going on. And in the meantime, guys, please leave comments and let me know how this is helping you improve. Knowing this about yourself. But sometimes, you know what? We can't be stupid and say, oh, but I don't know what to do. The answers are right there. We just got to look for them. They're all, the answers are real. Honestly, they're there. We just have to look for them. Okay? All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.